Hi, and we're back with another Allied Risk Services video. In this video, we are going to go over the multi-quote and the issuance features to kind of give you a perspective on how you would wrap up a multi-quote and also what the customer is going to be seeing on their end. So if you need to direct your customer in a specific way, you'll have a better understanding having seen it before. So we're going to use a good amount of the tools we used over the course of this series and of these onboarding / tutorial videos. The first one is, so we're going to go to a quote that we've already made for the sake of brevity and time. We pre-made it. We've actually done this video a few times, but we messed up and then was accidentally muted for the whole one. So we're going through this again. So we're going to go over here to our pending quote. This one is Phil's Workplace, and it is a general liability and professional liability quote. We're going to head over to the submission. And another way to do this, while we're looking at it on both ends, is we could also just go to Phil's Workplace, we could go to the submission, and we could go to general liability and property submissions. We could click on either of these submission. So once we are in here, we can take a look over the business really quick, see that it is a bunch of made up Phil Crunch. Phil's Workplace, we can look at the business details, see that he owns an accounting firm, go into the details, see that he has 4 employees, 540 in payroll, and the location is Jacksonville, Florida. Go into the general liability, see that the only question there is square footage, and then the professional liability doesn't need anything because it was already filled in with all this information, and it knows that, so it gives us no questions required. Now we go into the quote rating process. We didn't change anything, so it's not going to re-rate from us earlier. So if we go into this quote, we can see that we have filled it out with the different information, the effective date, and the eligibility questions for this specific general lines. We can save all that. We can go into the proposals and we can see that we have added it there. Hiscox is the same, both Hiscox quotes. This is the PL. You can see that we got a different set of eligibility questions for the PL, what we do, what our business is about, do we maintain valid professional training, certificates, licenses, etc., etc., etc. What's our primary client, stuff like that. We saved, we attached it to the proposal, and now we can go to the proposals. In the proposals, you can see what we sent out. Boom, our proposals. Like I said, we've done this video once or twice now, but this third time's a charm. So we sent these out here and here. After we sent these proposals, now it's to that side that I was talking about of the customer. This isn't what you're going to be seeing, but this is to give you a better understanding of what your customer sees. So after you send these out and you are cool with the rates and you add your notes of what you wanted to tell them, you can go, here is the temporary email we made, and then you can see the 2 different emails for the 2 different proposals that we send out once this loads here. So here it is. This was the second one we sent at 2:42. And then from here, you'll see the email that gets sent. Phil, hey, opportunity, happy to be your agent. Let's schedule a call if you want to talk about the quote, or here you can view your quote right here. We're going to open this in another tab. And then your customer will load in here. There it is. Okay, and from here they can choose, again, this is the customer seeing this, they can choose how they would like to pay. Now it can be monthly or it could be a one-time payment, depending on however the funds they have accessible and what they think is best for them. In each case, we are not chasing the money. This goes through either the carrier themselves or a external finance company. At the end of the day, we really don't want you as the agent kind of having to harp on somebody to pay for their insurance, so we let other people do that for us wherever we can. So once they choose this, they can look at the quote doc itself and see if that is appropriate for what their needs are for their business, and then they can accept this important legal information, basically fraud warning and statements about business, claim history, and everything like that. And then they will say, yes, I've read these statements, I agree to the insurance policy, and I have read all the information that has been provided. Once they do all that, they can then purchase now. And then from here, they will just obviously do the normal things it takes to pay for anything really online. Name of card, the amount you owe. In this case, it is the down payment first, which is $81.60, and then on this one is the full term payment of $503.50. Credit card info, CV, type. The types we accept are Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and then the expiration information. Once they do that, they can click the complete, and it will process the payment, and it will say finished. It will change the card to completed information, and then it gets sent to us. Once it's sent to us, we will be notified and we can submit it into the system, and then the system will notify you. It's kind of how that process works. You will know it's been bound, and then you can follow up with your client as you see fit. That is pretty much the entire process. Quickly overviewed, of course, of just having a multi-quote. What it looks like kind of gets sent as a double proposal, but all in one place, where they can pay for it as they go. They're two separate quotes because a lot of times they can be done through different companies. On this one, it just happened to be a Hiscox, which is a nice little bundle thing. And yeah, that is it for the multi-quote and issuance process. It will look a little bit different for the other companies. It will look exactly like this. It will just say, instead of, obviously the Hiscox stuff, this will be Stillwater and IPFS, and it will go through that process. Hope you have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you.